What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the content in this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. Also, be sure to stick around to the end of this video for a quick message from our team. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's look at some NBA picks for Thursday, March 2nd slate of games. Let's take a look at that leaderboard before we get into tonight's picks. Trey, start us off.
Let's go. The hot stay hot 7-1 in the last 7 days because I threw out 2 picks in one day because that's just how I rolled that day. But I was so happy the Memphis Grizzlies did what they did best, or should I say the Rockets did what they did best. It was a pretty competitive game in the first half, had me sweating, but I holded out the faith that the Rockets were going to rock it, and that's exactly what they did. I had the Grizzlies minus 9.5. Grizzlies ended up winning by 20 plus, so shout out them.
Yeah, we did get the sweep. I had the 76ers money line. Let me get some anger out real quick. I don't like betting the NBA. This is 2 of the last 3 games I've bet that we get screwed on players being out without being on the injury report. Joel Embiid last played on February 27th. He was not injured or on the injury report on the February 28th. March 1st today, his game at Miami doesn't show up on the injury report until 11 a.m. So we had 30 hours of nobody saying anything about his injury to his sore foot. Wasn't even a back-to-back game. I don't know why he's on the injury report now. I know he's just resting because he now is on a back-to-back game tomorrow as he's on the road again, playing again. This is why college is superior in betting, because every player shows up every night and performs. I'm getting sick of players just sitting out because they can sit out. With that being said, the 76ers dominated in this game, won by double digits. I think they won by 20. Wasn't close, eye for an eye. James Harden, 22 points, 7 assists, led the team. But we get the win, but I'm fed up with the injuries. Injury report in the NBA. Teats?
Well,
no, that's totally fair.
But I feel like if you look at Joel Embiid's last even 10 games versus the Heat, there's a reason why he sat out. The Heat know exactly how to shut him down, and he did not want to ruin his MVP candidacy.
Horrible.
I feel like that does ruin the candidacy, though. If you're sitting out of games when you have the health to play, like Charles Barkley said it best, there's people that are in the mines working every day, their bodies hurt, but they still show up. I'm not actually going to get on that soapbox, though.
Yeah,
no, it was a little bit more sarcasm, though.
If you sit out for more than 10 games and you're not hurt, you should not be an MVP candidate, just my opinion.
Yeah.
All right, Teats, go.
We'll get an episode going sometime where we're just on a rant or something. That'll be fun. I took Phoenix versus Charlotte. Phoenix was minus 10. They won 105-91. That's a lot closer and lower scoring than I kind of expected. Devin Booker went for 37, KD 23, DeAndre Ayton 16, and Chris Paul had 2 points. It's just interesting that he only got 1 bucket. But, the Hornets did show up pretty well, even though LaMelo Ball's out with the broken ankle. Kelly Oubre 26, Rozier 20. That's kind of the duo that we saw whenever LaMelo was out earlier this season. Mark Williams, he still continues to surprise me, 11-10. So Charlotte had a good run at it, but they still lost by 14. So that's a win for me.
Yeah, we sweep the board tonight. Let's do it again tomorrow night. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and Teats, I just feel like there's going to be games where you just see Chris Paul only shooting 2 times and he's going to end up with 18 assists. I think he's just going to be looking to pass the ball. But it should make some good props for Chris Paul's assist prop. But I'm going to throw a little curveball. I told the guys I was going to pick a different game, but the heart wants what it wants, and I'm going to go with the Raptors here, money line. I ran it back with them today because I picked them 2 days ago against the Bulls, and they paid off for me, and I'm running it back against the kind of pitiful Wizards team. And Toronto's been red hot right now. They're trying their hardest to get out of the play-in. They're trying to get to that 6th spot. They're 8-2 overall in their last 10 games. Meanwhile, the Wizards are still wizarding 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they are coming off an impressive road win in Atlanta versus the Hawks. But the thing that needs to be noted is the Raptors are coming into this game at full health, and that cannot be said for the Wizards. They're already out starting point guard Monty Morris, and Porzingis is questionable for this game. And these two teams have already played once this year, and it was in Washington just like this game. And the Raptors won and covered that game, so make sure to note that as well. And honestly, if we look historically at this matchup over the last few seasons, the Raptors have been handling the Wizards, winning and covering in 3 straight games. And the reason for that is Siakam. Siakam has been dominating the Wizards over his last 5, averaging 28.8 points, 6.8 rebounds, and 3.8 assists. Maybe hammer Pascal's over in his points for this game. And another reason why I love the Raptors, or I guess I should say that I'm fading the Wizards, is because Kyle Kuzma is non-existent in this matchup. In his 3 career games versus the Raptors while being on the Wizards, he's only averaging 7.3 points, 8 rebounds, and 2.7 assists. Maybe go bet on Kuzma to go under his points in this game because I do think Siakam is going to lock him up. And if he gets past Siakam, he has Scotty Barnes just waiting for him. I do love this pick. Give me Toronto to keep hot and keep pushing for the playoffs. Take them money line on the road.
Hey, Trey, I like it. I know you're addicted to betting the Raptors, but I still like the pick. Tonight, I'm going with the Clippers versus Warriors game. Taking the Warriors money line. I was going to take Clippers money line, but I'm going to take Warriors money line out of the All-Star break for the Clippers. They have been struggling. They're having a hard time right now gelling with the new man in town, Westbrook, and I think that will continue tonight. The Clippers lost that great game against the Kings, 176-175, first game back from the All-Star break, and now have also dropped 2 in a row against the Nuggets and Minnesota. The Warriors are still scoring 118.4 points per game without Steph Curry, so that average is still up there even without their best scorer, and they have won 3 of their last 4 games after the All-Star break. The big thing for the Warriors are they are 25-7 on their home court, making them the second best team in the NBA at home. They're playing very well right now, even with Steph and Andrew Wiggins out. I like them to continue playing well tonight. This game will have a playoff feel to it, I think. Every game matters right now, especially in the West where we have 7 teams, 7 sitting between 30 wins and 33 wins. These teams right now are 5 and 6 in the West. Clippers 1 game behind the Warriors. I will side with the home team in this game, especially the way the Clippers have played their last 3 games out of the All-Star break. Teats?
Yeah, I like that. I'm looking at the Pacers versus Spurs, and I just have really been on a tear with just dogging the Spurs recently. So I'm going to continue that up. I'm going to take the Pacers -4. Pacers are 3-2 over their last 5 overall. Recently, they beat Dallas with Kyrie and Luka, 124-122. Dallas hasn't looked great. They are kind of choking away games that are close. The Spurs, on the other hand, they're 1-4 in their last 5, but they did get a win. They beat Utah 102-94. So that's an interesting thing to see. The Spurs get a win in the win column. So the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton, I'll never pick his player props, but he's been looking pretty solid since coming back from injury. I learned my lesson. It's just we're not connected that way. But Miles Turner, he's been looking like he's unstoppable at times. He's been their leading scorer, scoring anywhere between 18 to 30 some points a game sometimes. Keldon Johnson and Zach Collins are not a terrible duo for the Spurs. Unless they want to win games, then it's not what you really want to see, but they're not the worst. So here's the thing about the Spurs-Pacers matchup. Just historically, the Pacers are currently 7-3 straight up, but they're also 7-3 when you have the spread set at -4 for them. But it's not just like 7-3 sprinkled in. It's literally like they win 2 or 3 in a row. The Spurs take 1. They win 2 or 3 in a row. The Spurs take 1. Well, the most recent game they played, the Spurs won by 3. So what are we looking at next? We're looking at some Pacer wins. And every game that the Pacers has won in that spread, in that 7-game stretch, were double-digit or really close to double-digit point games. So at -4, I feel like that's very comfortable for me.
All right, guys, that'll do it for our NBA basketball picks and predictions. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in-depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.